My new face in the net. So welcome everybody. I guess it's a bit new for me, so we'll see what happens. Let's try streaming some news and some stuff, just a discussion, because I think the world is going crazy. If you haven't noticed, for the last 4 years now, I mean, it was going mad before that, but I think we just have a result of the madness in the last 2 years. So I was wondering where everybody's at. Is everybody just absolutely um, down with the whole thing, or still standing, or what's going on? So, there's a lot happening in the world, that's for sure, more than everything. I don't think they know what's happening though. The people that's guiding us, the apparent leaders, if you call them so. I don't think they will find a beer in a brewery. They just certainly show that they're incompetent. That's the least we can say. And I think it's people like us, people at the end of the day, the labor, the people on the ground. That's the people that make shit happen. Those decision makers, they're worthless. They're just, seriously, what can they do? I wanted to see them in the real world, see what what will they be able to even accomplish without manipulating others. It'll be quite interesting to see. It'll be really amazing. I think I want to see, people like, we've got a prime minister here. Is it Macron? Bloody useless. I mean, they're all bloody useless. You got Macron in France, Trudeau in Canada. You used to have Jacinda in New Zealand. I don't think the people have many good things to say about her too. Biden. Biden is a piece of work. Is a comic by itself. That guy just talks and makes everybody laugh. Except it's with your money. It's not funny. That's everybody's. It's like he's steering the ship straight to an iceberg. It's the same like if we are like if we're Titanic. I think you can think of the planet like as a big ship, and we're all on it anyway. And those guys are steering the ship straight for collision, and I don't think we want that. But people on the higher deck, they've got the safety boat. They're all good, except the people. It's always the people at the bottom that don't have the safety of the rescue. And people that know the plan already, they don't even get into the boat. But my point is like the boat is going for collision now. So I don't know. What do you do? Do you want to stay on board? Do you want to keep the boat floating? Or should we should we do like the bounty? That take the ship and control the ship, try to steer it for better waters, for a better future too. I mean, there's so many of us when you think of it, so few of them in a way that we make shit happen. They don't. So, anyway, that's my rant for the day. This is like a status of the word. It's that. I think many of us should start talking shit because I'm not used to talking. I don't like talking, but I think we now come from a day that we should we should pass that fear and start talking about shit because the people that's talking for us, they're incompetent. And like Viva Fry say all the time, if you don't get involved into politics, you get in idiots controlling politics. So you get was guidance by idiots, and I think that's what mostly happened in the world at the moment. It's like most of the idiot people are in charge. I mean, it's perfect cover. Looks like the more stupid you are, the better you do in society. Yeah, idiotic shit. Talking about idiotic shit, I just went to see a movie today. What was it? I think it was. So I'm going to try that screen sharing thing. It was 65. Oh, yeah. That's it. 65. So let's see if I can. Oh, yeah, that works. So, anyway, 65. What a terrible movie. How much that thing cost? $45 million. $45 million. Just let's think of that. For how long? How long that thing is? Don't know. Maybe an hour and a half, I guess. Just a normal movie, isn't it? 2 hours 24. Oh, no, that's the trailer. Sorry. I don't know how long that thing is. It was too long anyway. Who cares? But $45 million, and people, I find it laughable when people say, oh, the climate, whatever, and blah, blah, blah. What about we stop making those shitty movie? $45 million, you can do a lot of things for that. But no, we have to keep entertaining people, Entertainment, bread and circus, Keep you entertained. Don't talk question. Don't ask question. Just what you show and shut up. And here we are. 45 millions for, I don't know, an hour. Was it worth it? Did that make a difference? Because really, the movie's nothing. I mean, it's like confirming the idea that, 65 million years ago, nothing they can prove. There's a bloody meteorite crashing on the Earth. And the guy is having a pretty bad day. I mean, how much bad day can you have when you think of it? It's like the guy. So he not just crash, like I say, 2 days before the whole thing exploded. I missed the start. So I didn't know how to get there or why suddenly they're in time or I don't know what really was about. Like it just went through a black hole or something. I don't know. Anyway, crash on the planet. For spoiler alert, you should watch something else. But because I'm going to talk some shit about the movie. So you crash on the planet, and anyway, he's alone. He survived, of course. it'd be interesting if he died the first thing. Anyway, everybody died. He's a bit injured though. He's a bit injured. He's bleeding. So anyway, he fixed that. He's got a spray or some shit, and then it's fine. But then he's alone, so he's lonely. Oh, big depression. Yeah, you just crash into the planet. Everybody's dead. But there's some weird thing around. You also think about killing yourself, but no. You just find another pod, goes there. There's a girl there. Happened to be just about the same age. You just remind me of his daughter. So anyway, he wants to create a bond, but she doesn't speak English. So the whole movie after that, it's like sign language. It's like they could have created great dialogue into the movie, talking about, I don't know, lots of shit. But I think they say, well, now, let's not make a dialogue thing that could be complicated or something. Let's make it not understand, and they're going to do sign language, and that's going to be much more easy. The guy that's written the script of the dialogue, point for that. Like, how to make it easy for you. Next time I wrote a script, I'll find two guys that alone on the ship or something, or and then they just can't talk to each other. That'll be a short dialogue. So anyway, there's no dialogue all along. They just, and then it's a cringe movie for basically what's her name, Ariana Greenblatt. I'll probably butcher her name, but and Adam Driver. So Adam Driver is dramatic, and it's like every single time there's something happen on that movie, you can feel the tension every time it got saved. So I mean, it's just amazing, and you can see it coming a mile away. Like you can see, tension, he's gonna get eaten, and no, the girl. Oh no, that's the end of the movie. The girl's coming and smash the big dinosaur that didn't hear her coming anyway. Big dead dinosaur in the eye with the berries and thing she crushed anyway. Suddenly she's not scared, and the big dinosaur didn't see it coming, of course. Another time, oh yeah, she nearly got eaten by Sam, but those dinosaur, and then you don't know where Adam Driver. I don't know what the name of his character is, but anyway, I'm gonna remove that screen. You could stop sharing. Boom. So I was saying, another time she was climbing that tree, and it was like, she's gonna get eaten in the middle of the movie. Of course not. When I'm about to snap it, I like the dinosaur coming. They're about that close together. But no, there's a shot that get rid of the dinosaur. When they could have jumped on her, they could have ripped her to shred or something, took her arm or something, maybe a bite. But no, you can eat kids on TV. So no, I guess he saved her, and then yeah, and then that happened many times. It's basically every time there's a struggle, somebody gets saved. At one point, the guy jumped into a moving sand shit or something. He's like disappearing and stuff. And of course, last minute, just got saved. Branch. I mean, she knew. She's got an instant. She knew where he was, and just put a branch in. And that's it. So anyway, it's all about like that. Oh, and then the fantastic thing is like the dinosaur, for some reason, at the end, is fighting the spaceship. Like, I don't know. It's taking the spaceship. So the spaceship falls from, there's a meteorite, whatever. First spaceship falls. The dinosaur grab the thing because they said like there's a computer thing. They say, oh, you cannot fly off now because the ship is upside down or something. Wow. Yeah, unlucky. I mean, they've been unlucky all along. The poor guy, I mean, how unlucky you can be. You just crash on the planet. There's bloody dinosaur that tried to rip them to shred every minute. And it's like, I mean, and then, of course, he's got to run miles to find the other ship, the safety pod or something. So you got to have the adventure thing. And yeah, so unlucky. The guys get dinosaur, so he's unlucky. He crash landed. He's hurt, whatever. And then the girl doesn't speak the same language. Well, that's whatever. Bad luck. Anyway, then you move on. So they get chased by I don't know a big T-Rex at one point, and that's pretty unlucky. Anyway, from a cave. I don't know. And then they got stuck into a cave. That's pretty unlucky, if I remember the chronology. And they got attacked by dinosaur a few times. Anyway, and on top of that, so there's that meteorite that's going to crash too, and in 12 hours or something. I mean, that's pretty. The amount of unluckiness is extreme, I guess, man. Poor guy's getting by day. Okay, give him a few $1 million for having a bad day on screen. I don't know. Well, maybe they tried to make me feel like, I'm having a bad day. There's COVID bullshit, and you can't you can't go shopping because apparently you have to wear a mask or some bullshit. Showing your COVID ID. So you think, I'm having a bad day. No, well, that guy is having a better bad day than you. So forgot about your daily life and your struggles and your thing. So anyway, that was it. Is it worth? Don't watch it. Don't watch that movie. Not worth it. So I don't know. I think I'm still live. I don't know. It's still live 15 minutes, so that's good. I don't think there's anybody watching, but who cares? I think it's like a therapy. Huh? It's a therapy for the madness. So what else we got on the news today? So let's see if we can share a screen window. Let's try it. Can we share the entire screen? No, doesn't want to. Oh, yes, he wants to. Oh, didn't like that. I'm not sure what happened there. Let's take this out. Don't know what. I mean, I'm new to this, so maybe I'll figure it out over time. But let's see what else is on the menu there. I had Perth protest thing. Anyway, Twiggy is on the menu today, apparently. Twiggy. Yeah, lots of Fortescue employee is getting laid off for some reason. Billionaire Andrew Twiggy. 100 workers in the coming days. And that's from 9 News. So, anyway, who knows what's happening here, but that's interesting. The mining billionaire Andrew Ferris is laying in some people. Apparently, also, I got an insider telling me, an insider, we call it, a friend, was telling me it's from, they're starting laying off people in heritage and in heritage and somewhere in the head of heritage and the head of security. No, the head of safety, security. So that's interesting. I don't see why those people would be redundant. I mean, you need heritage, like they obviously on somebody else's land since a long time ago, and safety. Well, I think Australia is pretty crazy about safety, so I don't know what's going on. But anyway, that's all I can share. That's all I can think. So I can say for now on this subject. Let's see what else we got. Let's see. So we got something about the COVID, of course, the good old COVID narrative. Let's see if I can screen share this again. FBI director. Yeah, let's look at that. The FBI director say COVID likely came from a laboratory leak in Wuhan. I thought with the White House position. Yeah. No shit, Sherlock. There it is. So, COVID came from a lab, huh? What a surprise. I guess it doesn't come from a wet market or a bad bat recipe. I wonder who cooked that pot. Like 2 years ago, they were telling us, it's from a bat. It's like a bat did this. What an easy blame. Let's blame the bats. I wonder why they didn't search or didn't do anything about the other bats. Also, it was just one bat. That's pretty, a few bats maybe in a wet market. I mean, I guess you need a few bats to make a meal because it's not like a one bat's gonna be really nutritious or something. So if you make a bat soup, I guess that would be a pretty bad soup, and it turned out to be infecting the whole world. So who cooked that up? Was I think I'll be reviewing his license or some shit. His cooking license. The guy shouldn't cook anymore. I mean, the guy just cooked some stuff and affected the whole world. Doesn't make any sense. Yes, it doesn't make much sense. No, but it makes most sense if there's a lab, an experiment lab or a high facility lab or whatever you want to call it. One of those labs that the Avengers will destroy in some movies or some stuff. One of those labs, or the lab that was maybe showing in James Bond and to start the movie, not the last movie, with Daniel Craig, and then gets into the lab, and they stole some weird how do you call it? DNA virus or something. Huh? How interesting was that? That movie was supposed to come before the pandemic. So it was made obviously before the pandemic. I found it quite interesting that they were actually talking about virus and DNA targeting on that movie. And then we've got a lab leak from Wuhan, apparently. That infected the whole world. So yeah, it was not really DNA targeted. Or who knows, maybe it was. We're just finding the effect now, I guess, because I think it's much mystery. People are dying all over the place. They're not dying, or myocarditis or whatever. You got a friend of ours that play guitars. So he got the job, and the guy couldn't. It was, I think, chainsaw or something, and he got heart problems. Found out he's got myocarditis. That was 2 days after the jab. So, yeah. Now the question is, don't we want to find out who cooked that up? Who made that poison that affected the whole world? I think we should check them out. I think if that guy was in the kitchen, he'll be fired pretty much now. Like I don't know, we'll be probably prosecuted, probably in jail by now. It's like, I was cooking the meal for tonight. I happened to kill or infected the whole planet. So no worries. I'm just gonna cook something else, huh? Don't look at the kitchen. So I think that's what's happening now. I think in the US they tried to look in the kitchen, and it looks like Fauci was in charge of that joint. Fauci was in charge of that restaurant. It was like, it was like an investor investing in the whole thing. So, well, there's good money in there, and there's probably the usual suspect as well over him. So you got the good old Bill Gates and all that kind of joint, that kind of people. I mean, you have to ask questions. It's like the guy that openly said he wants to put a bit down the population is financing the vaccine. It's financing other things as well. There's a conflict of interest. Like, you may create the problem on one side and sell you the solution on the other. So don't worry. I mean, it's not a conspiracy theory. Is that, are you really? I don't think people conspire on a daily basis. Like, even when you hide your you hide your present for Christmas and tells your kid, that guy came from the chimney and some shit. Is that, are you conspire against your children? Anyway, now it's like it's happening. It's like those people, I guess there's people who just work hard and make money. But there's people that create the chances. And by that, I mean they know what's going to come. Because if you create a problem, you can basically look like a good guy in the future, sell you a solution. All you have to do is hide who created the problem. I break your window or somebody break your window. Next thing I come is like, oh, salesman, oh, lucky, I just got a window promotion for you. I can sell it to you. Except don't even have to do that, We're going to make it mandatory. You're going to have to buy my window. If you don't want it, I don't care. You're going to have to buy 3 of them. Maybe 4. Oh, what is it now? 5 boosted? 5 windows you need? You definitely needed those windows. I tell you, your house looks better now. Yeah, make me laugh. So, yeah, the COVID thing. Interesting, huh? I guess, what else they're going to cook up? Oh, who was saying what the emails also? I think there was a UK when they say, well, we're going to release some different variants or something. I mean, yeah, why not? It's like, when you have an album, you want to release the next thing, isn't it? The next new song. Maybe this one's going to be a hit. What is it? I can't remember how many Vine they tried to push on us. There was I can't remember. Oh, there was a few. Like the Omicron, they found some Regal's name too. Anyway, it's like, why would you care? Why would you even care if something they tell us, just, first time there's like with 99% recovery. It's like, so you got basically 99% to win, 99.8% to win. So 1%. I'll go with those odds. I'll go straight to the casino. It's like, man, you got 99% to win. It's like, whoa, cool. Everything on black. I don't know. I put it's like, well, you got one chance. There's 0.1 chance to lose. 0.1 chance if you put all your money on this. Like, well, what will I do that? I've got 99% to win there. It's like, yeah, but you have 0.1% chance that you may gonna not win. So, okay, wow. And what? And it's like, well, you've got 99% chance, but you know what? You can't play that. Why is that? Because it's mandatory. You can't do it. You can't go the 99% chance right. You can't take those odds. You have to take the 0.1 chance odd. Why is that? Because we've got a vaccine. We've got something that's going to inject in you one time at a time. I guess it was. Then there was 2 times. Straight 2 times. Make you sure get used to the numbers. And I'm going to do that 3 or 4 times. It's like, well, why will I do that? Anyway, insanity, I guess. And now you see people, they keep getting COVID. We know someone that's got like he's got 4 or 5 booster now, and next day they're getting COVID. It's like, what was the point of all of it? How many you got now? And it's like, I think you should build your immune system. Do normal things. Why would you put your trust in a company like Pfizer? And it's not like the most ethical company in the world, like Pfizer and Moderna. How many billions of dollars? I think Moderna or Pfizer, they're both like in the $2 billion legal lawsuit. I mean, you can check Viva Fry on this, but I'm pretty sure you know what he's talking about. So they're not the most ethical company in the world. And here they are. They've got the solution. Don't worry. We'll not do it this time. We'll give you a good thing. I mean, how many times? It's like the definition of insanity. How many times we'll do the same thing and expect different result? You know, I think people should just not worry about those people. Make your own thinking. You know, if I'm going to sell you a product, you're going to keep taking it forever. I think it's whose benefit you sure. It's like a subscription. You used to buy one movie or something, and that's it. You can watch it, but now you have to subscribe for like $6 a month or something. Or I mean, that was lucky. I think Netflix was like $20 a month or something. For what? $17 Australian dollars, if I remember at the time, because I canceled that crap Netflix when they were starting putting some weird stuff on us. Like remember that movie with the kids? What was it? I think there was. Anyway, can't remember, but there's kids like doing sexually things. A French movie too. France, the land of fashion. Plenty of history there. And cuties. The land of cuties. That's right. Yeah. So this, and I mean, nothing is watchable in it. Like I was saying in that movie, 65. So cuties, and then was it Star Trek too? Star Trek on Netflix. I mean, who watched that? Like, this is the weirdest thing you ever seen. Like, you want to watch a scientific space movie, and it's like everybody is like in a weird relation with each other, and not just like making a point of it. It's like you've got the mechanic or whatever, the guy, the mechanic, having a relation, a gay relation with the doctor or something, and then you've got a lesbian there or something, and that's got a relation with an imaginary lady boy or something with blue hairs. I was like, what am I watching? You know, it's insane. I don't give a shit about your sexual relations or something. Well, why making a movie, especially why making a Star Trek about that? It's like that's the last thing you want to care about in Star Trek. I think they've got more problems to worry about. The guys are in another galaxy, you know, they're crossing space like to other frontier or some stuff. And here they are. It's like a bordel. It's like a casual fall. It's like like casual fall. Can't remember the name in English of that movie. Basically, I think they've got much more things to worry about. But that's why they're bringing us, you know, to something that's not sustainable, like mentally. So I guess, man, that's why we're at talking about the mental stuff. God, already talked for 30 minutes. God. Let's see if I can talk some more. Maybe, if anybody's listening. I don't know how you see if anybody's listening. So far, there's not much people listening, as I can see. So, maybe, okay, it's good for me. So, what do we got here? FBI director, yeah, we talked about that. The Nord Stream pipeline, that's right. We're going to the Nord Stream pipeline. Let's see if we can share that. Nord Stream pipeline. So what's my take on that? Or because the news, I don't think they're gonna talk much about it. So yeah, the Nord Stream pipeline. Have you seen that? Have you seen that report from? I can't really if I remember his name, Simon Hirsch or something. Simon Hirsch. Anyway, the guy's got great credential. He's been saying some wicked shit before, and basically now he's saying that America blew that off. You know, let me. I don't know where am I. What can I share my screen? It's really annoying. So let's talk context a bit. The thing cost $11 billion. $11 billion to build, and I guess that was a joint venture. I mean, if you invest in something that costs $11 billion, you expect some return for a long time. It's like you know that Rich Dad Poor Dad and say it's all about building pipelines. Well, I guess they built a pipeline, so they were expecting income for a while, but somebody blew it up. How mysterious is that? Who blew that up, you reckon? Well, if you were listening to the media before, they were all saying, "Oh, Russia did it." I mean, that's the most funny thing I've ever heard. Russia did it. It's like you build your own income, right? You spend all that time and investment, and then you're gonna blow it up. I guess it's like, why would you do that? It's like there's the comedian Kolishin, and back in the days he was saying, about the what do you call it? Chernobyl, the atomic explosion there. You're saying, well, you don't even need, see the Russians, they don't need the enemies anymore. They just build the bomb themselves and blew up in the face. Does that make any sense? And then you've got that smoke cloud. Smoke cloud at the time, that's a bit like what happened in Utah. Anyway, the smoke cloud is coming to the borders of Germany, and so they were all. So we find out what borders it's about. In Germany there was, it's fine, whatever. It was horrible. No, in Germany it was terrible. Atomic clouds and shit. And in France there was, don't worry. So that's the border. Nothing to see. We find why a border was is just stop the news coming through. Anyway, talking about the Russian thing. So yeah, American blew it up. If you listen to Simon Hirsch, I can't say his name. Sorry, buddy. Sabotage. I think I found it somewhere. Somewhere there. That's the report. Simon Hirsch, explosion Nord Stream bombing, a lesson and warning. Yeah, I mean, that makes more sense than Russia blowing it up. It's like, Biden said a few times that it's going to blow it up. You can look it up. He talked about it openly. It's like, you say, like, already the guy is pretty sleazy. But if he says something with a smirk, that big mafia boss, you will think that, there's something going on here. So he was actually saying that, if Russia invade Ukraine, there will be no Nord Stream pipeline. So how much more do you want? And then there's somebody else that said it in the Biden shits administration. So, well, God, I have to find. I'm not used to this thing yet. So yeah, interesting, huh? I think that makes more sense that Americans blew it up, and then what happened? They sent billions of dollars to Ukraine. It looks like they tried to piss somebody off big time. I mean, I've got a good deal with my neighbor here. And you got the other guy that just blew it up. What do you think the Russia's going to think? I mean, you can say whatever about you Putin or whatever, but still, I think there's a escalation of conflict in the world now. I don't know about you guys, but personally, I rather not have World War Three. If I can say that loud, I don't think we need to push that conflict anymore. I think we should try peace. How's that sound? Why is it peace always sound weirder than war or something? Look at all those. Even the French sent some some weapons or some shit over there. What the French should be involved? Bloody French! They've got their fingers in every pie. It seems like they don't care, but anyway, sorry, I move a bit. French, and you got Germany sending tanks, and Biden sending millions of dollars, and like billions of dollars. Sorry, billions. Counting billions. Do you know even personally what a billion is? I think everybody can do lots with $1 billion. Instead of financing war, you can put $1 billion in peace. Maybe give that to Russia. They say, look, I'll give you $1 billion. You stop fighting the Ukrainians. I don't know, maybe you struck a deal. Who knows? But no. $1 billion. I mean, $100 billion. Whatever. You can do a lot with that. So, and especially that all retired, Biden. I mean, the guy is shaking hands to the air. The guy is not all there. He's got a chip in the helmet. And the guy, and you think that guy is in charge of the nuclear codes? That's more scary than I think when Trump had the nuclear code. At least, the guy was all there, and he can make 2 votes by himself. I mean, you seen how embarrassing it is to see that guy talk? I don't want us to believe that guy was elected, was like, oh yeah, I'm going to choose that guy to represent me. He's a great guy. He's old and can't talk and sniffs girls and he's pretty stupid too. Yeah, I want that guy. I want that guy in my team. Yep, that makes sense. Yeah. I don't know. Look at his CV, his resume. I was like, if you look, if you had like a Trump resume, right? Whatever, right, left, who cares? You get a Trump resume on one side, and you get a Biden resume on one side, and you can see what they've done or accomplished or whatever. Well, who will you choose? I think I know who I'll choose. I don't think, yeah. I will not even think I will try to debate much with Biden or try to see his inside, try to see what he's made of. I mean, maybe you can talk about it, but I think the resume will give a good story. But you can put him in charge if you don't want him to represent people. You've got basically it'll be a good puppet, isn't it? Him and his crack son, Hunter Biden. What a legend, that guy. Hunter Biden. Lovely guy. Yeah. It looks like he's into baking. We should take a baking lesson with Hunter Biden. Baking lesson with Hunter Biden, live stream in Amsterdam. I'll make a killing online. So anyway, what else we have to talk about? Nord Stream pipeline, yeah. And then, yeah, so like I say, you get France sending stuff, but that was a while ago. So what do we got? 20 minutes. I mean, what a lot of merde. What a lot of bullshit, you know? So then you get oh yeah, that's making news at the moment too. The whole January 6th thing. Let's see if I can share that. January 6th. January 6th, January 6th. Anyway, I don't know if there's anybody watching still. I don't care. I'm talking. This is my show. Who cares? January 6th. Fox News. Tucker Carlson. Yes. Let's share that. Yes. Fox News. President Tucker Carlson not credible after January 6th coverage. Not credible. The video we finally see with our own eyes, you know, without the filtration, without government filtration. We got government fingers before. It's like we can see the whole pie now. And what is the pie saying? Well, it's really ugly. It's pretty ugly, but what do you expect? What do you expect? You know? What do you expect from those guys? Expecting nothing less. Yes, Tucker Carlson is not credible. But you know what? Let us make our own decision from now on. You know? Show us what is it? 42,000 hours of video, saying 40,000 hours of video. Let's make that public, and then we can make our own judgment, see what happened. But from already what it showed, it basically showed that, the whole January 6th was bullshit. With Liz Cheney's and the committee there, and there was, you know, basically spitting hiding themselves on the chair, like they like to be on the pedestal, looking us down. Oh no, January 6th, it's an insurrection. I mean, an insurrection. That's the most peaceful insurrection I've ever seen to start with. Insurrection. Don't want to see an insurrection? I think the French did that pretty good in 1789. It was called a revolution. We just chopped some heads off. That was pretty out there. What happened there? Yeah, they got pushed around. And on top of it, the people that died were civilians. Oh, there's Ashley Babbitt. I think if I remember her name. I hope I remember her name. But Paul, she died. We don't, I mean, if we see the next of this video, I think we'll have more news, but looks like she died of lead poisoning and not by the protesters. Same as what do you call it? The police officer. Yeah. That died with fire extinguishing thoughts into his head. Apparently it was just thoughts. That didn't happen. It's like they keep using those things like, oh, they died, but those police officer, whatever, 5 police officers died on that day, blah, blah, blah. No, it was the next day, and the other people committed suicide. Maybe they wanted to say something. It's like the whole suicide story. It was like they Epstein themselves. It's like everybody's Epsteining themselves when they disagree. What a coincidence. It's like that poor guy, like the Bill Clinton advisor, who died with what is it? Yeah, it's like with electric tape around his neck and a shotgun blast into his chest. So that story is pretty up there. What do you think? What are you saying? You know, the poor guy, he wanted to go hunting. So he went hunting with a shotgun, climbed a tree, and look, he stayed up there as long as he could, but he couldn't help himself. There was nothing to hunt, so he got depressed. So I'm gonna kill myself. There's no deer here, so I'm gonna hang myself. Now I'm gonna electric tape my neck and put it. So I'm already in a tree, so because I was hunting, so I'm gonna put some electric tapes and then I'm gonna shot blast myself. So like this, the shot blast is gonna make me fall backwards, and I'm gonna hang myself in case I miss, like, because I don't really like hanging. So I'm gonna shot myself, but I don't really like. Anyway, I want to be sure. So anyway, and then you get the inspectors that come here, and poor guy was depressed. No hunting, so kill himself. Boom, case closed. Nothing to see here. See you later. Oh, yep, that's a good news. Nothing to see. I think the people around the Clinton should increase their life insurance pretty high. Should be pretty expensive, and they. So, I work for the Clinton. Oh, you work for the Clinton? Yes. Why? Oh, well, we're gonna have to increase your life insurance. Why is that? Oh, don't worry. It's just in case something happen. We don't want you to get depressed, hunting accident, or what was it before? There was the bodyguards. The bodyguards, find them. It's a hard job. Clintons. What a show. All right. So that was it. But then, just side Epstein himself. Same as Fox News, like, coming back to that January thing. Tucker Carlson, not credible. That Jean-Pierre woman. Do you think she's credible? Seriously, have you listened to her? It's like, who she remind me of? She remind me of Nurse Ratched in that movie Cuckoo's Nest or something. But on an extreme, they took the poor woman. She's she's got already some mental issues. She's a lesbian, black. Oh, not mental. She's like a minority. So you can say nothing to her. No, I'm talking, and you listening. So don't ask any question either here too. January 6th. Back in the 70s, the whole thing was like made up. It's like one they want to protest, like even Kolisch back in the day was saying, if you want to change the idea of if you want to change the idea of a protest, you put a few guys in there and make troubles. It could be a paid guy or a normal guy or a police guy. These guys in protesters, and then you make a mess. And then you don't focus the news on what the protesters have to say. You just say, look, they're violent and they're horrible people. They only think about breaking shit. And then you win twice because you disperse the crowd, and on top of it, and then you're going to make new laws to stop this happening again. So it's double win. And then you make this happen. January 6th. I think the real insurrection was on November 3rd. But anyway, another subject for another day. Kolisch, if nobody knows Kolisch, it's a great comedian. For me, one of the best comedian of all time. It's a French comedian. But if you can get some translation, or maybe one day it'll be great to make some translation of him, because it's still accurate. Even those days, the guys was in the 80s, 70s, and it's still funny today. Amazing. So what else crazy story we got there? All right, that's already 15 minutes. Stop sharing that one. We got another crazy story. It's all crazy. I mean, see, I told you the word is mad. I think the only thing that's not mad is you, the people on the ground doing the work. So what else we got? Oh yeah, Mario Kart is commercial for children. Have you seen that one? It's for it's in the Australian bloody TV. Mario Kart is for children. When is the last time you heard of Mario Kart is for children?
But one day I had a stomachache so bad I didn't want to do anything. The team at New York Presbyterian said it was actually my heart. It was severely swollen. Something called myocarditis.
Something called myocarditis. Where's my stream? There. Something called myocarditis. I mean, that's just amazing, isn't it? Children getting heart problems. Children getting heart problems. I never heard of it. I mean, don't know if it's a new thing. I guess I've never seen that news that I had before 2019. I don't know if I recall, but no, I never remember people or children having cardiac problems. I get a heart disease, what should I say? As a chef, because as a chef, I was dealing with some allergies. Yeah, allergy, fine. But myocarditis for children, no, pretty rare. And what is rare those days? They try to tell us that sudden death syndrome is a rare thing, but I never seen. I mean, does people ever seen people dropping on TV? Is it because we have more TV or more news or something? But I don't think it was a thing before. I don't think it was a thing that people drop on TV. That no, it was not a thing. It's like maybe a prank or something, but not on live TV. Don't remember that. And started more happening in 2000. What happened in 2020? I wonder what happened there. Did they force something on us? What do you think? Yeah, sudden death syndrome, huh? Why did he die? Don't know. It was fine, and he died. Why? Did the rock happen? I mean, imagine the safety officer there. Okay, well that's weird. Did you guys? I don't know. Did you guys drive a truck on him, or was he subject to a fall or from height? Or should we need a safety briefing? Or no, he was just there and I don't know, walking, well, even sitting or something, some shit. The guy dropped and dead. Okay, yeah. From 2019, yeah, or 2020 December, whatever. I mean, now it's basically 2023, and we can talk about it. I mean, we should ask those people when is the last time they had a job or something. But apparently, you can't do that. Why is that you can't do that? I think if you're an investigator, you would try to find cause and effect, isn't it? So, what is they done recently that was different? Well, I don't think they took an mRNA shot before. or Fauci juice, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, people dropping all over the show. Can't talk about it. Well, I'm trying to talk about it, obviously, because I think we should talk about it. So, yeah, people. It's funny that we can ask if they were vaccinated, if the people drop or something. It's like even Djokovic, he refused something to go to a sport in America because they're still pushing for a jab over there. A good guy. Freedom of choice. It's your choice. I don't think the government should be involved into your body. I don't know if you guys seen The Giver, but it reminds me a bit of that. I mean, there's so many movies. And there's like when we talk about the movies in real life. You know, this movie with Dustin Hoffman and stuff, the pandemic, Ebola, I think was at the time when they start to spread it. And anyway, lucky Dustin Hoffman is here to save the day. Imagine during that crisis, if the guy we know with the totally fake suit, you know, the oxygen suit or whatever, goes to the virus chamber, whatever, and he just went for a mask. Said, oh, don't worry, just wear a mask and go in there. You'll be safe. Oh yeah, good idea. I'm going to wear a mask and I'm going to be safe. So he's there with his mask in the super virus thing. And then the mask start, you know, maybe he starts sweating something. The mask come off and I'm infected. They should redo that movie, I think, with Fauci standards. Don't worry, just go in there with a mask and see how we go. So let's make the new Fauci rules. Let's redo the movie like they've done with so many movies those days. They make it shittier and shittier. Like, I don't know if you've seen Total Recall, but they didn't need to make another one of this one. So let's make that movie. I can't remember it's called. The one with Dustin Hoffman and Morgan Freeman. And let's make it with Fauci standard. Lockdown and I mean, they did end up blocking, if I remember correctly, it's a long time since that movie. They did end up blocking the whole town in that place, but I don't think they were wearing masks. All the people in the lab, paper mask, you know. So yeah. Anyway, COVID. I mean, we can talk forever about COVID. Oh, by the way, tomorrow we're gonna talk COVID with friends. Yeah, because surprisingly enough, I'm not the only one thinking that the whole thing is a scam or pandemic or whatever you want to call it. Anyway, a pipeline. I think it's an investment pipeline for pharmaceutical company. It's a money stream. That's all. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It's capitalism, you know. It's like, except, do you want to go with the services? I don't know. I'll think twice. I'll pass on this one. Yes. No, you guys can go for it. I didn't get scared enough. I think the 99.98% recovery rate that was good enough for me. So yeah, I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna try to make a podcast or something. I don't know if it's gonna be video or something, but I think it's pretty sure it's gonna be recorded about the COVID thing. Same with. So he was be a guest from Germany, a German friend that I met in the interesting circumstances, like in a petrol station or something. And another petrol station in electric charging thing, because at the time I had an electric car, like a Leaf, and he had a Tesla. And when I was charging, you know, I saw the Tesla coming in, and we start talking shit, you know, like you do, normal human beings. So we start talking shit and, you know, try to see what he thinks about stuff. You know, give a few hints, and the guy was super cool. We were exactly on the same sort of ideas. And we stuck with him, and his wife was in the car, so we stuck with him and her, and that's it. They become friends. And it turned out that the guy was working at the, the hotel quarantine when all that thing was coming down, the hotel quarantine in Perth, Western Australia. And the guy was saying, you'll hear from himself tomorrow, but the guy was saying that, over 100 people that was taking the shot because they were just vaccinating people there as well. They were doing 2-in-1, I guess. So over 100 people they vaccinated, over 1 people over 100 drop like shaking and shit. And anyway, they've been taking somewhere, maybe go to the hospital or something. But soon he saw that, he's like, I will never take that crap. I will never take that juice. Like, that reduced your heart pretty fairly, 1 over 100. So when you've got 1 over 100, when you've got 99.9% who don't have any problems, I think I'll take the immune system anytime. But anyway, it's an investment choice. Huh? If you want to invest in your health, you can go the cheap route. It's like basically it's like the antivirus thing. Back in the day when you had the computer and you had to put antivirus in. I mean, interesting that Bill Gates, the guy that created Microsoft thing, opened big back doors to viruses. The things was viruses every time. It make the news. It was basically like the news, like COVID news at the time. New viruses. I should research this article because that would be fascinating to see the link between the two, Viruses. You have to protect your computer, stuff up the whole system, blah, blah, blah. Viruses, this virus, the new virus, and it says basically fuck you on your screen or something. And to protect for that, what do you have to do? You have to buy an antivirus. Yes. Monthly or weekly. I can't remember what was it at the time. But it was a lot of money. $40 a month or something. Can't even remember. I mean, but the thing was pouring money. Imagine that. Through a pseudo company like, I believe that what was McAfee all about, They had made a deal. Well, I create the program. You create the virus. Somebody else in the shed create the virus. And a pseudo company create the antivirus. It's a good circle. Seriously, what people like you and me will think, you know what, today I'm going to create a virus, computer virus, and send it online and fucked up everybody because I'm evil. Nah, I think we have enough shit to do. I think the people who do that will want to sell you antivirus. I don't know why. I just got an hint, Yeah. What a surprise. I think the people who created antiviruses create the virus as well. Hey, this is like I say, it's just an investment. If you create a problem, I'll sell you a solution. And then I can keep money. I mean, keep making money forever. How long? I think Bill Gates made his fortune out of it. Not about this shitty Microsoft that you probably copied it from Steve Jobs or from Xerox at the time. No, I think he make more money also. I made money on both, but that's pretty obvious to me. Anyway, so that's another subject for another day. Microsoft. Yeah, and the last thing, if you want to see, because the news, they were saying, there's nobody protesting, and there's nobody. I mean, they were saying, for a while that there was not many people protesting at the Perth, but it was the biggest thing in Perth I've ever seen. When you talk to Australians, people were there. People turn up. People were protesting. That's right. If I can do this, No sound, but yeah. That's footage I recorded back in the day, 11 months ago, apparently. I streamed that. But yeah, 11 months ago. 11 months ago, I've got 40 minutes of people walking through the street. 40 minutes of it. And then on the news, I remember the time they were saying, a few hundred protesters, there's a few hundred people not happy about, about who knows what. Who knows what. No, a few hundred people, huh? There's 40 minutes of it. You can check it in my channel if you want, or check it. There's a video there at some point. Hey, that's me there. But yeah, 40 minutes of people walking through the street. I don't think Perth have ever seen something like that in bloody ages. Bloody ages, mate. But not much on the news. No. There's just a few hundreds. So, I mean, how stupid was that? McLeod, the government make it mandatory. I mean, not stupid, there was Fortescue. We heard the news on the TV, not even from inside. That, yeah, if you don't like what's happening, you can go F yourself. And that's nice. So yeah, lots of people are unhappy about it. So like we see, 40 minutes of it. 40 minutes of it. I can go a bit faster, but it goes forever. You see? No. But yeah, I guess they think that people will just take it and just don't say nothing. But I'm glad to see that. I know it's a bit everywhere, France, whatever. So, yeah, so I'm going to add up on that. We're not alone, and there's lots of us. We just have to take a voice those days. We just have to make it happen. And I think we have to do ground level, because we know how to do stuff. They don't. Oh, that guy with that beer. He was having a chat. That's a funny guy. Could you remember what we were saying? So, yeah, I guess we're not alone. And we have to share thoughts from the bottom up. Start talking about stuff. Whatever subject. So, like I say, tomorrow we talk about the Berlin, because it's from East Germany. I didn't say my friend there. It's from East Germany, so we can talk about that. How was it to grow up on the other side of the wall? That could be quite interesting. And the COVID thing, of course, because he was quite involved with it. So that was going to be a good subject. And then the next weekend, we're going to try to do this every Sunday. I mean, it's not easy when you try to make a living as well. But anyway, I think it's a good hobby to share ideas. So next Sunday, we're going to talk about the transgender, LGBTQ, whatever thing. I think it's MK Ultra in a massive scale. But yeah, we're going to talk about that. And then the next Sunday, let's talk about the climate change thing. The climate is changing. In case you haven't noticed, I mean, climate change more in Europe than in Australia. I can tell you that. Especially in Western Australia, it's pretty simple here. 2 seasons. It rains, and then it's blue sky. That's about it. So yeah, so that will be 3 weekends away. And then the weekend after that, 3-4 weekends away, we're going to talk about UFO, because UFOs are in the news those days. Yeah, so UFOs and what do we think about? Well, there's lots to think about UFO. Another subject that they tried to oppress for so long, but I mean, the whole thing just makes sense. What will be the only one? If there's chance for one, there's chance for many. And if there's chance for many, we're probably not the only one. And if we're not the only one, well, we're not been here that long. So I don't think we control the show. It is something that we can say for sure. If there's aliens, if there's UFO, whatever, they're probably in charge. The opposite will be interesting. The opposite will be, oh yeah, really. If those guys can travel through planets like we go from town to town, from solar system, like you go to the mall or something, they will look at us like an aquarium. As long as we cannot escape, what can we do? It's like, you see those fish in the aquarium? As long as they don't learn how to breathe outside the aquarium, well, we have nothing to worry about. So I think they look at us like that. Like a bit like fish in an aquarium. But anyway, another subject for another day. So on that said, force et honneur. Peace, guys. Take care of yourself. All right. See ya. How do you stop the live? It's my first time. I don't know how to do that. Stop. Oh, no, stop sharing. That's the first thing. Oh, that's me in big. And now, how do you stop a live? I don't know. Live. Push the live button. Nothing happened. Push this. Nothing happened. So I don't know. Maybe stop this. Okay, I'm back here. Oh, end stream. Oh, there's a button. Who thought? So I'm going to end the stream now. I missed the ending. It's a suspenseful ending. So anyway, happy chat, people on Earth. We're still floating in the air at millions and millions of miles an hour. Except we don't really know who's in charge of the steering wheel. So maybe all together we can work it out and take back control of the mothership. All right? Peace. Yes, I'm sure I want to